Hello everyone. You all are welcome to this lovely platform where we discuss about astrology, palmistry and spirituality, and I'm your friend, philosopher, guide Shivam. So today people, we are going to discuss about this full moon which has just come into the sign of Capricorn in the nakshatra of Uttar Ashada, right? And this full moon is very special because it's also the Guru Purnima, a time, a day, a lunar day when you have to pray or you pray for the well-being of your gurus, your teachers, and to seek their blessings in this time period. And also, it is a time to honor your guides, your teachers, and worshipping them, right? So, and it's also a time to go for your spiritual practices in this time period. Now, what is a guru? A guru is a teacher, a remover of darkness in your life. So, it's a good opportunity to do your prayers, your meditations, and dispelling darkness from your life, because guru literally means the remover of darkness in your life, right? And I would like to say that this full moon is coming into the sign of Capricorn in the nakshatra of Uttar Ashada, right? Now the nakshatra of Uttar Ashada literally means finding the truth, right? It literally means a nakshatra which is ruled by the universal gods, the strong energy of sun. And coming into the sign of Capricorn is more related to your duties, your foundations, strong karmic connections, right? And please tell me if you can hear me out, right? Or if there is a problem, please tell me in the messages. And this is a time of strong karmic connection. It is a time to show your commitment towards your work, ethics, and morality, right? And this full moon is coming along with Saturn. So it is also time when you will be feeling strong karmic blockages, right? And making sure in this time period that you are manifesting all the positivity, you are manifesting all your growth, and you are respectful to everyone around you, right? So this nakshatra is mostly related to being honest, right? Uttarashada nakshatra is ruled by the 10 Vishwa Devtas or the universal gods, and in this time period the universal gods are directly related to the higher goals of life, right? The release of the personal goals and moving towards the higher goals of life. And this nakshatra is also related to your later victory, right? And later victory is, it means that you may not see whatever you are doing right now, whatever you are going through right now, you may not see the victory coming right now, but in the later on times you will see those victories coming in your on your path, on your way, right? And in this time period there, because this nakshatra is also related to the star Vega, right? And the star Vega is directly related to the politics or the people in power, the governments. So there will be some kind of revelation of truth through the governments, or maybe some kind of changes in the political leaderships, right? And this full moon is coming into the sign of Capricorn, I'm again repeating, and into the sign of Uttar Ashada on 23rd and 24th July, right? And making it sure that you will be experiencing these changes in this time period. And I would say that this is a time to release your blockages. This is a time when you have to release the things and the unwanted emotional blockages of the past which you do not want to carry now. And it's also a time when the working in this time period, what you will be doing right now, you may not see the victory coming all the way at one go, but with the passage of time you will see your things moving in a positive direction, right? Because there is a lot of struggle and tussle going on, because Saturn is placing opposite Sun, the Jupiter is placing opposite the Venus, right? So a lot of oppositions of energy, and the moon is stuck between the Saturn and the Sun, right? So the Saturn and the Moon combination is causing lot of tightness to the Moon, and Moon is a planet of your emotions, your well-being. It's a planet of your mind, right? It's a planet of your ideas, because it denotes the water element in your body, right? So this is why the phases of the Moon are so important, and every time I try to make sure that I'm taking all your live readings on the full moons and the new moons, right? Yes, it will make you feel mentally exhausted in this time period, or mentally blocked in this time, and make sure that you are starting to work upon your things, releasing the things that you do not wish to have, because it's a time when your mind energy is very active. What has been hidden, or what has been stuck inside for the long time, will come out in this time period, right? Whether negative, whether positive. So make sure that you are cleansing yourself emotionally and spiritually in this time period. And Uttar Ashada is also a nakshatra for the removal of obstacles in your life. So doing meditations and prayers in this time period will also remove the obstacles in your life, right? And in this time period, you have to understand it very simply, that the sign of Capricorn is directly related to labor, hard work, governments, duties, right? And also the strong system, organizations, right? So you will see certain changes coming in all these spheres in the Uttarashada Nakshatra, and especially you will, in this time period, those of you who will be dutifully bound to their work, you will see an upgradation or an improvement in your avenues in the coming times, right? So this is mostly a time when you have to dedicate yourself towards working, setting certain boundaries with toxic people, and also initiating new things in this time period, because even right now the Mars is at the Gandanta position. So maybe in 2-3 days you will have certain release of energy, more and more relaxation, right? And praying to Lord Ganesha will bring in removal of obstacles, will make your paths more and more clear in this time, because Uttarashada Nakshatra is also denoted by the elephant tusk, right? So Lord Ganesha, through its symbol, when you pray to him, you release all the obstacles and struggles through your life in this time period. And this is the first full moon of the summer solstice, and it's a moon which is to honor your gurus, your teachers, your guides, your mentors, your spiritual guides, right? Or the elderly people in your family, right? It can also be your ancestors, anyone, right? So this is a time to experience that oneness with the universe, right? Because it's a time, nakshatra of the universal gods, right? So experiencing your oneness with the universe, right? For the well-being of all, right? Praying for the well-being of all. Now I'll start with readings of each one of the signs, right from the fire sign to the water signs, right from the Aries sign to the Pisces sign. So stick around with me, and starting with the fire sign people. Now what are the fire sign? The sign of Aries, the sign of Leo, and the sign of Sagittarius. Now this full moon is bringing your focus on your second house, sixth house and 10th house. And I'll remind you people that we are talking about the Vedic sidereal astrology, and this is based upon the ascendant, rising sign and the moon signs, right? So please be patient, you will get to know everything about it, right? So now this full moon, which is coming in the second house, sixth house and the 10th house, for the fire sign people, that is the Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So the main focus is on the work, your workplace, your service, your family, and also your profession, right? And you may experience certain struggle in your family life in this time period, right? And it's also a time when you may feel that certain opportunities for you are blocked at your workplace. But do not think it this way, right? Every blockage is a new opportunity. Every hurdle is a new pathway, right? Take it this way in this time period. And also, it's a time to bring in certain changes related to your strategy at work, right? Work upon it. And do not look for the credit, but just put your hard work in this time period, and you will be benefited in this time period. And cleansing your place with some holy water, or after your meditations or prayers, sprinkle some water around the place, around your workplace, to cleanse it, right? And another thing, that in this time period, make sure that you are not pushing any kind of sale and purchase related to your assets, especially for the fire sign people, right? Keeping a check on that. And you do not have to get triggered by any toxic influence at your workplace. Keep your calm, keep your mum, and stay in your positive spirits, right, in this time period. So God bless you, all the fire sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the earth sign people. Now what are the earth sign? The sign of Taurus, the sign of Virgo, and the sign of Capricorn, right? All the three signs, the sidereal Vedic signs, right? For all you three signs, this is a time when your first house, your fifth house, and your ninth house is very, very active, right? So it's a time when you have to release all the tightness and blockages in your personality, in your relationship, in your spiritual growth in this time period. And you will be experiencing all the transition in this time period, right? All my earth sign people I'm talking about. It's a time, whatever is holding you back in your personality, in your coming out as a full person, release that, right? And you do not have to negate yourself and allow others to grow. It's a time when you have to bring the focus back on yourself, right? And some of you have been experiencing blockages in your love life, especially the Virgo sign people, right? Because your fifth house is the moon is influencing your fifth house in this time period with the Saturn coming along. So for you people, you have to manage your emotions really well. Rather utilize this time period in activating your talents, understanding more about spirituality, understanding more about the karma and how to release that past karma, right? So you can utilize this time. Every prayer or meditation done in this time period will be very, very helpful and beneficial for you to release all the negative karmas of the past, right? So make sure that you are doing all your prayers in this time period to expand your personality in this time period, right? So everything starts from you and ends from you, not the you in that egoic sense, right? A you connected with the whole universe, right? Oneness with the universe, so that you are able to receive all the messages which are for you. So best of luck to all my, and for the earth sign, you have to light the yellow candle or the mustard oil lamp, right, during the full moon night, and that will be very, very beneficial for you people. So best of luck to all the earth sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the air sign people. Now what are the air signs? The sign of Libra, the sign of Gemini, the sign of your Aquarius, right? So your 4th house, your 8th house and 12th house is very active in this time period, right? So it's a time of transitions. It's a time of changes, and allow those changes to come in, right? Nothing is permanent in life, right? You have to understand this thing. And especially the Gemini sign people, they have been staying pretty worried with something, with some memories of the past, right? So releasing, and for all the air sign people, you may not look emotional at all, or you may not appear to be sensitive at all, right? But inside you are staying sensitive in this time, right? So releasing your emotional baggages of the past which are unneeded, and experience the changes coming your way in this time period. Some of you, the air sign people, will definitely have unexpected gains in this time period, especially the ones working into the banking sector, the loan sector, the counseling sector, or engaging with the foreign lands, and even the healers, counselors. You will be benefited through this full moon coming along with the Saturn. And do not allow your inner push and pull to disturb your motion at your workplace or in your things, right? Do not feel caged in this time period, and let go all the troubles of the past, let go all the unwanted things of the past, right? And experience that newness, experience your rejuvenation in this time period. And I assure you that this will be a time for you for growth, right? Uttarashada Nakshatra, a later victory. You may not see the victory right now, but in the end you will be victorious. You may see the results after few weeks, right? After 1 or 2 months, right? All the changes may come that way, right? So best of luck to all the air sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the emotional, loving, intuitive water sign people. Now this full moon is taking a heavy energy on all the water sign people. Now this full moon is strongly influencing your 3rd house, 7th house and 11th house, right? Now these are the houses of communication and your relation with people around, right? And in this time period, some of you may feel blocked in communicating with the people around you, right? In communicating with the partners or the people around you. Or some of you may feel a deep sense of loneliness, right? I would say that go out, enjoy yourself, and release all that toxicity. And it's also a time to release all the past toxic memories related to your relationships, friends, and the unwanted people, right? Release it. Speak with the words that I release all the toxicity related to it, right? And this is also time when you can work upon your public related things. Those of you who are working into journalism, who are working into the public thing, those of you who are working into the marketing sector, and also the ones who are dealing with all the different kind of people around them, right? Basically the public dealing, sales, marketing, communication. For you people, it's a very, very benefic time. And I am talking about the water signs in the sidereal Vedic astrology. The sign of Cancer, the sign of Scorpio, and the sign of Pisces I'm talking about, right? So it's a wonderful opportunity to work upon these things. Now why this moon is feeling so blocked and afflicted at times in this time period? Because it is also aspected by the Rahu, the North Node, through its ninth aspect, and is placing along with two gigantic planets, Saturn and the Sun. It is placing in between them, right? It's it has got in between that tussle. So this is why everyone will be facing that tightness, right? And also in this time period, if you wish to bring in certain changes in your personal life, with your relationships, or if you want to set certain boundaries, yes, this is the right time to do it. Or with the people who are into sales and marketing, if you wish to change your strategies in this time, yes, it is the right time to do it, right? So best of luck to all my water sign people. Now Now I'll be starting with each one of the signs, and in between I'll be sharing certain tips. So stick along and do watch this whole live session, because it will be very informative. It is very it is very well researched what I am speaking, right? Although I'm just watching the birth chart and giving you the predictions, right? So just stick around and hear everything out. So starting with the sign of Aries, right? For the Aries sign people, this is a time when you have to focus on your profession, right? It is a time when you will be experiencing certain changes in your work sphere, and it is also a time when you have to understand about the things related to your family and your profession, that how to bring in the balance all the way. Since your Mars, the planet ruling the sign of Aries, was debilitated from past few days, sorry, since the Mars was debilitated from past few days and has just moved to the fiery sign of Leo, right, in the fiery sign of Leo. Now more and more clarity will come to you in this time period for the Aries sign people, and also you will experience certain push and pull in your romantic relationships, right? So do not allow that to make you feel struggled. Just go with the flow in this time period. And with the Saturn and Moon coming together in your house of profession, some of you may be overly worried about the recognition of your work, or you receiving certain kind of credit about your work. Do not worry. Keep doing your hard work, keep doing your good work, and you will be credited later on in this time, right? And also with this moon, it is also speaking about your your worrisome, or your worry about your profession, about your family. I would say that let it go, right? And everything will fall into place by itself. And I would say that it's a time to experience both your masculine and feminine side, right? So again, in my last reading I had told that being strong, bold in your decisions, and also being soft with your work, right? And it's all in this one moon cycle I'm talking about, Natalie Gonzalez. And because the Uttarashada nakshatra is a nakshatra to provide late results, right? So the time, or the time cannot be specifically predicted, because it also depends on your birth chart, that what all planets you have in your birth chart, that what are the placements, in what nakshatras you have all your planets placed, right? So for that you can always book the readings with me, right? And because some of you have already taken the readings from me, so they know it, right? So chanting your mantras, doing your prayers will be very beneficial for all you people, and especially for the fiery sign of Aries. You have to cleanse your place with holy water, or some kind of prayers, or some kind of using the incense around your workplace. And whenever you sit on your desk tomorrow and for the next 2-3 days, pray for your progress and growth. Keep some good flowers, white flowers over there, so that you attract certain kind of positive energy, or putting flowers in white in water, right? So that the water energy is also balanced in right now, right? So best of luck to all my Aries sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the Taurus sign people. Now what are the Taurus? Now what is about the Taurus sign people? For the Taurus sign, this full moon is coming in your house of opportunities. This is coming in your house of luck. Is coming in your house denoting your spirituality, right? So this full moon will also bring in certain past struggleful memories related to your related to the men of your house, the father, the elderlies of your house, right? And also this full moon is also very good to release those past blockages and extend yourself or elevate yourself in this time to the next spiritual level in this time period. And it's a good time to receive all the professional opportunities coming your way, all the opportunities related to your luck coming your way, and doing prayers and meditation will activate your luck in this time period. And also you will be experiencing the transition, lighting yellow candle or the mustard oil lamp in the northwest direction of your house will be very beneficial for all the Taurus sign people I'm talking about, right? And it's also a time when you will be experiencing certain tightness or certain heavy energy at your home, right? So if you are having that urge to stay aggressive at your home, keep yourself calm, right? And in this time period, practice physical activities like yoga, doing meditation, releasing all your negativity. That will be very, very beneficial for all you people, for all the Taurus sign people I'm talking about, right? So best. And also in this time period, you will be managing your finances really, really well, because the Mercury is well placed, right? And even the Sun is placing that all the strategies that you will be making, you will be following each one of them, right? And because the Rahu is placing in your first house, so you will be filled with a lot of thoughts, lot of self-doubts, right? And just let it go, right? They are of no use, no help to you, right? Do not carry those self-doubts. Release them, right, with this full moon. And you can even take milk baths in this time period. So they are also very, very beneficial for all you people. So best of luck to all the Taurus sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about the sign of Gemini, the air sign of Gemini. Now for the Gemini sign people, this full moon is very transitionary, right? It is activating the things of the past. And this full moon is all about accepting the changes coming in your life. You may feel that, they are not helpful for you right now, or you may feel that the road is very dark ahead, right? You have to understand that this is a time when you will be getting new opportunities. Whenever you will feel that, okay, now the road has ended, after that you will find all the beautiful valleys, all the beautiful places, right? So I would say that you cannot win over the things after losing many times, right? And it is a time when you have to experience those transitions, when you have to experience certain kind of emotional insecurity, right? And you have to experience and you have to let it go all the troubled things that you carry in your own aura, right? So release that in this time period, right? Release that emotional unbelongingness, and also release all the unwanted things in your personality which you do not want to carry forward for long in this time period. And certain gains, or I would say that sudden gains out of nowhere, you can have that in this time period. And those of you who are working as IT professionals, who are working into the field of technology, into research, into biology, or researching on different organisms, or anything related to intellectual learnings, you will be benefited in this time period. You may experience certain kind of growth in this time period, right, my Gemini sign people? And yes, communication will be tough for you in this time period, right? Because you may feel emotionally blocked and bloated for next 2 days. Do not worry, after that things will improve for each one of the air sign of Gemini, right? So best of luck to all the Gemini sign people. And for you Gemini, you have to let go your emotional baggages, and also praying to Lord Shiva, right? Om Namah Shivaya will be very, very helpful to you Focus on your root chakra, the base chakra, right? And release all the tightness, fears, phobias, and all the anxiety that you have been carrying for long, right? Which is resurfacing in this time period. Release that. So, best of luck to all my Gemini sign people, right? So, next I'll be talking about the water sign of Cancer, right? For the water sign of Cancer, a very intuitive, loving, and emotionally supporting sign of Cancer. This time is taking a very heavy toll on you, right? This combination is placing in your seventh house, right? And Lord of first house moving to the seventh house. It's a time to become more public. It's a time to go out. It's a time when you have to think for the well-being of everyone, right? Why? Right? Even your past partners. Why? Not holding any grudges. Why it is important, right? See, when we think positively for the others, or we think pray for the others, it releases our own emotional blockages, it releases our own emotional tightness. And some of you may feel certain kind of tightness in your relationships in this time, right? So do not worry, the experience is altogether temporary, right? And you have to nurture your emotions yourself. You have to bring your balance back in this time period, because this moon placing in the seventh house is also about loving others unconditionally, right? So show your unconditional side to each one of them, so that you can have your emotional releases. And since your sun is placing very strong in your first house, be very decisive about the things. Own your decisions, right? Do not say that anything happened because of him, her, or any XYZ person. Own every mistake and positive thing of your life in this time period, because you are the man or a woman in command, right? Own your decisions in this time period, because the sun is placing in the water sign of Cancer, right? So the more you own the things, the more you focus on yourself, your personality, the better you are gonna stay. Be like a leader, be like a strong person in this time period, right? So make sure that you are all in your strength, the water sign of Pisces, the water sign of Cancer, and release all the things of the past, right? So best of luck to the water sign of Cancer. Now next I'll be talking about the fiery sign of Leo. Now Leo is one of the most honest, king-like, friendly, very very helpful sign. Now these people are naturally born leaders, right? They have all the leading qualities in them. And since the Mars and Venus has entered their first house, and this combination of Saturn and Moon is placing in their sixth house, right? So for them, it's a time to give services to the people. It's a time to release, let go all the things of the past. It's a time to work for the humanity, for the good of people. And the people, all my followers, or the viewers who are working into the service sector, or who are working into providing daily regular things to the people around, you will be benefited in this time period. And also, since the Lord of the first house is placing in the 12th, so some of you may also experience certain self-doubts in this time period, and your expenditure may drastically increase in this time period, right? Your expenditure may drastically increase. So keep a check on your expenditure in this time period. All my lovely audience, right? Keep a check on your expenditure. The Leo sign people I'm talking about, do keep a check on your expenditure in this time period. And recognition is definitely coming from the foreign lands or from the unexpected different places, right? So if you're thinking of moving to some different place for work or for some opportunity, go for it, right? Or if you are thinking to go for a meeting at some different place, or you may gain out of it or may not you will definitely gain out of it. And those of you who are engaged into communication related work, or who are engaged into your counseling, and also those of you who are engaged in the hospitals, the health sector, right, in any form, if you are engaged with it, you will be benefited in this time period, right? So best of luck to all my Leo sign people. And yes, it's a time for you to grow, right, and also to expand your public horizons, because your public houses are placing very good, extremely good. Your strategies are going to work in this time period to all my Leo sign people, right? So best of luck to all the Leo sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about the sign of Virgo, right? A very calculative but an honest sign of Virgo. For the Virgo sign people, this is a time, right, when this combination is influencing your fifth house. The fifth house is the house of romance, your house of talents, your house of progeny, your kids, right? And it's also the house of Pur Punya, that is the deeds of the past lives, right? And since this house is ninth from the ninth house, it also denotes your ancestors, right? This is why the strong karmic connection with your lineage through this house, right? So praying to your ancestors will bring in new growth and abundance for you. Some of you will feel blocked in the matters of love and relationship, right? Releasing those blockages in this time period. Lighting lamp or lighting yellow candles during the night will be very, very helpful for you. And you will be going for new learnings in this time period. Initiate certain new learnings in this time period, right? And release what is unwanted in this time period, right? For all the Virgo sign people I'm talking about. And I do see that for some of you, you have been encountering wrong kind of people from past few months, since the Rahu has transited into the sign of Taurus. So your company, you have been encountering wrong people around you, right? So keep a check on your social circle, on the people around you, and keep it clean. Do not avoid all the kind of toxic people around you in this time period, right? For the Virgo sign I'm talking about. And also, hard work is the key for your success. So keep doing your hard work in this time period and you will be benefited. And since your time is transiting, the Mercury is going to transit after 2 days, so that will bring in new financial growth for you, all the Virgo sign people, right? All the hard work that you have been pouring in from past 20-25 days, about which you are not seeing any kind of result, you will start to see results after the 26th or the July 27th, right? You will start to see all the results coming your way in this time period, right? And for the Virgo sign people, again, offering sweets or offering toffees, sweets, candies to the children, to the young ones, will bring in good luck for you. So do it in this time period. And also lighting the candles or the mustard oil lamp in the northwest direction of your house or your workplace will be very beneficial to you. So best of luck to all the Virgo sign people. Now next, I'll be talking about the earth sign of Libra, denoting balance. They are very good in negotiating things. They are very good as mediators in their conversations, in all their discussions. Now you people will feel certain kind of blockage in your heart chakra, and you people may experience certain kind of disturbance or unwanted environment in your family, right? And I would say that do not look at the negative side of things, and this is also a time when you have to start working upon yourself, release all the self-doubts in this time period and manifest positive results, right? Manifest things in a positive way, because your heart chakra is going to start to open in this time period, and your creativity will also come out for the Libra sign people I'm talking about, right? And the gains or the money flow has been good for some of you, and still you have been staying worried in your family life, right? So that's not done. And Jupiter, the way it is placing, is elevating you spiritually quite strongly, right? So some of you may experience certain kind of chokeness in your heart, in your chest region, about emotions being hit, the negative emotions of the past being hit again, right? And this is a good time to release everything, every self doubt, and praying to your mother or the female ancestors of your family will be very beneficial for you, right? And make sure that you are having this firm belief of having a victory in all the things that you will be doing right now. Because see, what all manifestations what we do during the full moons, they stick around with us for weeks, for the whole moon cycle, right? So it is very important to set the right kind of intentions during the full moon, because during the full moon your brain activity is at the fullest, right? Even all your blockages are coming out, all your positive things are coming out, they all are opening up, right? So you have to clear the all the toxicity that you carry on the inside and have to focus on the positive things, right? It's the very same way, the way we cleanse our home, the way we clean our home, this is all about cleaning the spirit and your mind during this time, during the moon cycles, right? It's very important. And releasing all the toxicity in this time period which is of no use from the past, right? And since your planetary positions are such that you will be having all the gains in this time period, so best of luck with that. And yes, your health has been bit struggleful, right? So eat right kind of food in this time period, and also maintain a decorum, a discipline of your regular diet for all my Libra sign people, right? So best of luck to all the Libra sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the sign of Scorpio. For the sign of Scorpio, and for you people, this moon and Saturn is placing in your third house, right? And the third house directly relates to your siblings, your your immediate people in which you with which you communicate, and also your house of making strategies, working, your right hand, right? And you know, more people, more like a family to you, right? In this time period, it's a time you will feel very tight or blocked not to communicate with others, but I would say that it's a time to go out with your friends, it's a time to spend some more time with the public, spend some more time outside. And also it's a time when your moon and Saturn are coming together, your strategies or the things that you will be journaling down during this full moon, they will work for you. So focus on all the things what you are writing, on what you are manifesting, journaling, and repeating those words again and again. So communication is the key for you in this time period. And make sure with whomever you meet or talk to, just incite some positive words in them. It's very important, right? And that positivity will come back to you sooner or later. That positivity will come back to you in this time period. And it's also good opportunity to remove the toxic people in your friend circle, in your close relatives, to remove those all those toxic people around you, right? It's a very good opportunity to release those people, right? And make sure that you are focusing on your things, strategizing your things in this time period, writing it down, and through your writings you will find all the things happening in your life in the real time, right? Manifesting through journaling is very important for all the Scorpio sign people, right? And your Mars coming into all the strength in your 10th house is definitely providing you with a lot of professional directional strength, right? So your work will be recognized in this time. Your work will give you quite a lot of positive results, money and growth in this time period for the Scorpio sign people. So best of luck to all the Scorpio sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the fiery sign of Sagittarius, right? For the Sagittarius sign people, this full moon is strongly influencing your second house, right? House of your family values, your assets, your house denoting your speech, communication within your family, right? For you people, you will experience certain kind of, I would say that blockage in your communication with family, and I would say that use this opportunity in communicating with your family, with your loved ones, with your immediate loved ones in a positive way, right? Install some positivity in them, and also some of you will become conscious about your finances in this time period, and I would say that working towards your financial growth will be beneficial for all you people. Remember, Uttar Ashada is a slow nakshatra, right? Although it is ruled by sun, but it's a nakshatra which gives slow results. It takes time for the truth to come out, and it's a nakshatra of truth, right? And finding truth. So, and it's also a nakshatra which denotes the later on victory. So all the hard work that what you will be pouring related to your finances, related to your money, your family well-being, will give results in the long run, right? Not immediately, but in the long run, right? And again, for you people, lighting candle in your house will be very beneficial for you, right? All my for the fire sign of Sagittarius I'm talking about, right? And also cleansing your place, right, with the incense or with the water. Why water? Because it's the moon, right? It's the full moon. So praying to the water, and after praying to the water, sprinkling it around your place to remove all the negativity, right? And because you are yourself the powerhouse, and with the fiery sign of Jupiter, ruled by the Jupiter, the Sagittarius sign, placing strongly in your first house, and Jupiter getting into your third house, your communication is very, very important, right? Because Jupiter is in the communicative sign of Aquarius. So focus on the humanitarian deeds in this time period, right? And also your sleep is very important, because your Ketu is placing in your 12th house. So during the night time, do 5-10 minutes of meditation and then go to sleep in this time period. And yes, you will definitely be very tight when it comes to spending the money in this time period. You won't like to spend money in this time period, right? And that is fine, right? Altogether fine. And I would say that again, the ones who are working into the IT sector, the ones who are working into the technology sector or into the blockchain technology, the markets, right? So you people will be benefited in this time period, or who are working as analysts, you people will be benefited in this time period. The Sagittarius sign I'm talking about, and remember I'm talking about the sidereal Vedic sign, not the tropical western sign, right? So best of luck to all the Sagittarius sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the sign of Capricorn. For the Capricorn sign people, this is a time when you have to work upon your personality, on your own self. Some of you may feel very choked with your emotions, or you may feel that your personality or your own growth has become stagnant, right? But that is not true, right? You just have to explore into different directions, and it is also good time to manifest your own growth, right? And take it as an opportunity to work upon your things, and also with your words, with your speech, calm yourself down in this time period, right? And I would say that some of you have been experiencing a lot of opposition from the people around you. You have been experiencing a lot of tightness, criticism, negativity from the people around you. I would say that hold your ground, right? Hold your ground, and after this time period, your things are starting to improve, right? And work upon yourself, because you yourself are the powerhouse of everything. Because this full moon is specifically strongly influencing the sign of Capricorn and the sign of Cancer, right? So this moon is definitely influencing these two signs emotionally also, right? So there will be certain kind of tussles or mismatching of opinions with the people around you, and that's okay, right? We have to respect all the differences with each other in this time period, right? For all the earth sign of Capricorn I'm talking about. Keep doing your hard work, keep doing your labor, and that is going to ultimately improve your finances, your own stature, and your own is going to influence your own growth. Since the Mars has also moved in your 8th house, right? So you will be experiencing certain strong anger in you, and utilize this Mars energy into becoming more uh, like a willpower powerhouse, right? So becomes very strong willed in this time period. And also, as some of you have been experiencing, feeling very unfocused, as if they are not able to focus on their work, on their learning, or on their growth. So what you can do is, you can light a candle, light a yellow candle, the best. If not, you can simply light a candle, and you can focus on the flame. Keep a one arm distance and focus on its flame. That is called Trataka, right? Tratak, right? Focus on the flame of the candle with one gaze, with all together one gaze, and see the colors, right? And feel that this candle is, is putting some pressure here, and see all the different colors, and feel as if it is clearing all your mind. All your thoughts are burning, all the negativity is burning on the inside, and you will definitely experience certain kind of positivity in you. And be regular with it, right? It's not that you have to just do for the moon day, right? Do it for the whole moon cycle, 5-10 minutes every day. It's not a big task, you can do it. And do tell me about the experience after 20-25 days, right? In the DM or in the next live session, right? So best of luck to the sign of Capricorn, right? So next we'll be talking about the sign of Aquarius. For the sign of Aquarius, this combination is influencing your 12th house, house of liberation, salvation, expenditure, investments, your own time in your own mind, right? Your own alone time. And this Saturn and Moon coming together, it's a time to release all the unwanted things in you. It's a time to feel the freedom on the inside. It's a time to experience that transition coming in your life. If you wish to go for some traveling tomorrow or in next 1 or 2 days, go for it, right? If you wish to explore into certain new opportunities, go for it, right? And I would say that this may also disturb your sleep for today and tomorrow, right? So during the night, you should do some kind of meditation or praying to Lord Shiva will be very beneficial to you. Just chanting the mantra of Lord Shiva, Om Namah Shivaya, will be very beneficial to you in this time period I'm talking about. And for you people, since your Jupiter is strongly influencing the first house, so spiritually you people are definitely growing, and you people are also gaining all the different life experiences in this time period. Remember, two big planets, that is a Jupiter and Saturn, are retrograde in this time period. So there is a lot of strong karmic energy of justice, karma, of doing right. Spiritual energy is very strong in this time. So make sure that you are keeping your karmas very clean. It is not just for the sign of Aquarius, but for every sign I'm talking about. Just keep your karmas very clean. And for the sign of Aquarius, it's very important for you, because it's an air sign, in which Jupiter is coming in the nakshatra of Dhanishta in retrogression, you have to speak positive about everyone. You have to incite positivity into people and just take a fun activity for next 20 days, that every day that you will speak or you will praise or you will incite positivity in two people every day, right? Make it a change so it becomes 40 people after 20 days, right? And see how all the environment around you changes. And every time it has to be someone new, right? Start it from this full moon. And another thing, since your 12th house is very activated, again, that's the house of counseling, that is a house of giving, donations, right? So speaking positive words with people, giving positive advices, even if you cannot donate with money or your things, you can give your positive words. You can make someone positive. You can make someone healthy, happy with your own words, right? So this is very important. Again, it's a sign, a nakshatra of Uttarashada, later on victory. That may not seem to benefit you now, but that will definitely benefit you in the long run, right? So do it in this time period. So best of luck to all my Aquarius sign people. Now next I'll be talking about the wonderful water sign of Pisces, right? For the Pisces sign people, this is a time when you have to become more practical. This is a time when you have to allow the changes coming in your public life, when you have to allow the expansion of your friend circle or the public circle. You may feel that a certain plateau has been reached where you cannot expand your friend circle or you may not meet new people or anything, but that's not true, right? With every dead end there is a new opportunity, and your opportunity will be coming along with in this time period. And this is the time when you have to work upon your finances, and your finances will be improving in this time period. You may feel that they are blocked, but the finances will be improving in this time period. And I would say that this is a time when you have to align yourself all together, right? The Pisces sign people I'm talking about. Since your 12th house Jupiter is very active, so you will be very generous with your donations, right? So make sure you are just investing your money on your spirituality, on donating on right things, but not spending it on useless, unwanted people, right? So do your due diligence before putting in your money. And I would say that it's a good time to work upon your public things in the marketing sector, in the sales. And those of you who are working into the real estate sector, you will be benefited in this time period, and especially the construction one, right? You people will be benefited in this time period, the construction sector, and even the mechanical sector. You people will be benefited in this time period. Mechanical, the agriculture one, you people will be benefited in this time period. Pray to Lord Shiva for all the mental strength, for all the emotional strength in this time period, right? And by praying to Lord Shiva, you will have all your growth and abundance in this time period. Simply chanting the name of Lord Shiva, Om Namaha Shivaya, Om Namaha Shivaya, Om Namaha Shivaya, Om Namaha Shivaya, right? That will be very, very helpful to all you people, right? So this was my analysis about all the signs, and this was my reading about this full moon. Now I'll be telling about the remedies, that what all remedies can be done during this time to have full effect or positive effect of this full moon, which is coming into the nakshatra of Uttarashada. First of all, praying to Lord Ganesha, right? Chanting the mantra of Lord Ganesha will remove all the obstacles in your life. Simply chanting Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Simply chanting Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Om Gam Ganpate Namaha, right? That will be very beneficial. And then praying to his father, right? Lord Shiva, right? Om Namaha Shivaya. Om Namaha Shivaya, right? That will be very beneficial. Taking milk bath for your cleansing, especially for the earth sign people. Taking milk bath for your cleansing will be very beneficial. Earth sign and water signs. And for everyone also it will be very beneficial. Taking milk bath during this full moon will be very beneficial, right? And another thing, offering white flowers either to your ancestors or to Lord Shiva or to whomsoever you pray, your guides, your spiritual masters, right? And those of you who have taken readings from me, chanting your mantras in this time period during these events of the full moon and the new moon cycles. Chant your mantras in this time, right? And doing donations in this time is again very, very beneficial for everyone, right? So do that in this time period. So this was my analysis about this full moon coming into the sign of Capricorn and the nakshatra of Uttarashara. Definitely this full moon is all about doing your duties, commitment towards the work, about being ethical in your conduct. Will also bring promotions for some people. It is also a time to set your boundaries and strong karma and justice, right? And certainly there will be certain political changes on the way world around, and the world will experience the tussle between the governments and the general public, right? And even between rise of unwanted elements in this time period, right? So that's all a matter of a different video, right? And so this was my analysis about this full moon coming into the sign of Capricorn. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and now I'll be saving this video, and those of you who wish to take a reading with me, you can directly send me a message or an email, right? And I'll be saving this video. Do share this video with your loved ones, with your near and dear ones, so that you spread this positive word of mouth, right? So that everyone can learn about their signs, about their predictions, right? So God bless you. Have a very positive day, very positive night, and I hope that all your dreams, all your wishes are fulfilled. So take care, my lovely audience. God bless you, and have a very, very lovely day, right? Take care. Bye bye.